What's going on, guys? I'm outside the theater right now to see Last Breath. This movie stars Woody Harrelson, and it's based on a true story about a bunch of deep-sea divers that dive into the ocean to try and save one of the divers that's stuck down below. I don't even know if that's the real true story. I'm about to go find out in the theater. That's just what I got from the trailers. I'm going to see it on a Marcus Cinema Ultra screen, so it's going to be a big screen with a lot of underwater moments. I'm hoping for a fun time. I'll let you guys know what I think about Last Breath when I get out of the theater. And so, guys, I have seen Last Breath, and as I described before, this is about a rescue mission based off a true story about a diver who gets stuck down below on the ocean floor, and the divers that are down there with him trying to perform a rescue mission while the people up top on the surface are trying to keep the boat steady during a really nasty storm. And while air is running out for that diver that's on the ocean floor, time is of the essence, and you, the viewer, feel that, and I think that is my biggest positive coming out of Last Breath. Well, that and Woody Harrelson's performance, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, this movie is edgy your seat, and you're just wondering the whole time, is this guy going to make it out alive? Because I don't know the real true story. I don't know if they're going to be able to save him. I don't know if being without air for 30 minutes is something that a human body can sustain. And so I was invested in this story, and I thought the tension building really worked for me. Also, Woody Harrelson's performance, but Woody Harrelson's performance is always great, and he just gives some great heartfelt moments in this, some emotional moments that you really feel. So there was some good acting in this movie as well. My negative for this film is probably the 50% of the film that is pretty much a black screen because you're underwater. They warn you as the movie starts going, they're like, hey, down below, there's no light. And I feel like that was a warning to the viewer, like, don't be upset when 50% of this movie or more is just a black screen with a little tiny light on one of the divers, and that's what you get. So visually, there are some beautiful shots in this movie at the beginning and towards the end, but during the whole middle section of this movie where it's underwater and it kind of bleeds into both first and third act, like there's just a lot of darkness. And so watching that on the screen, while there are tense moments, I couldn't help but be like, yeah, I really wish I could see something. So that's probably my biggest negative. I don't know if I'd go back to this movie, and I don't know if I'd recommend it to everybody. I will say, if you like true life stories, rescue mission stories, stories that have a feel-good ending that make you want to feel something, maybe get to see some real footage at the end of this movie, if that's your kind of thing, then I think you'll enjoy Last Breath, and you should go check it out in theaters. Otherwise, maybe on streaming, but if that's not your cup of tea, if you don't like movies that are, well, half the movie is just a black screen, this isn't going to be for you. But that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching.